What's your name? Can you tell me?
Oh,
your name?
Solomon.
Okay, good. Yeah. All right. Question? Oh,
when you send the email,
different because I got the number from my view. Oh, I'll double check. Yeah, actually, for this class, we do not have many classrooms to choose for this building. Yeah. Yeah. The next room is good, but someone already used that. So we basically we only have these two classrooms to choose. Yeah. First floor there is one, but the connection is much worse than this one. Yeah. After today's class, I will talk to the classroom people, because yesterday I used this room. It is very noisy, air conditioning, very noisy. Today, much better than yesterday. All right. Today, let's start Module 1, Introduction to Algorithms. For this class, I plan to give you 6 modules. Okay, yeah. So today, mainly explain the syllabus. After that, if I have a little more time, I will give you 2 examples to start algorithm type problem solving. All right, so let's start. Yeah. So probably you already take a look at the syllabus, but here I like to give you more details in the syllabus. All right. So first, I like to talk about homework assignment. 2 homework assignments, because we have 6 quizzes. So I treat these 2 homework assignments as the big assignments. Big. How big it is? 25 questions. Each question 4 points. So total 100 points. Yeah. And the duration, I give you 2 weeks to complete it. Yeah, because each assignment is pretty hard. Yeah. Relatively hard. So I like to give you plenty of time. So 2 weeks. That's for the big assignment. Small assignment, a little more than 1 week. Yeah. Quiz, I treat quiz as the small assignment. Yeah. 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 For the quiz, small assignment, 10 questions, each question also 4 points, so 40 points. Yeah. A little more than 1 week. Okay. Also plenty of time. Yeah. So for the question types, homework assignment, multiple choice, true or false, short answers, and another type, yeah, solutions. Solutions, you need to provide me main steps of the solution, not just the answer. So short answers, you just give me the final answer. You do not need to give me the detail, but to your benefit, if you can give me some main steps, although it's optional, but if you give me some main steps, you can get partial credit. Okay, yeah. partial credit. That means even if your answer is wrong, but your main step is correct, so you can get partial credit. Otherwise, your answer is wrong, you lose all the points, all 4 points. Okay, so try to, because here some students, if you just make a guess, so that's not good. So I like to know if you really know how to get an answer. So if you just give me a little more information, I can see, oh, you're on the right track, but you just missed the answer in the last step. So you deserve some extra credit, or not extra, partial credit. Yeah. All right, yeah. And right, solutions, based on my experience, many students, they didn't give me the details. They just give me the answers. Then you will lose half of the points. One question, 4 points. If you do not give me the details, you can only get 2 points. Yeah. But for the solution type questions, usually I just give you 2. So out of 25 questions, I only give you 2 solution questions. Not too many. Yeah, not too much work. Yeah. Usually the last 2 questions, I give you the solution question. Relatively hard questions. Yeah. I like to see what is the, if your steps to find the solution is correct or not. I want to see that. Yeah, because those questions non-trivial. Non-trivial. Definitely nobody can find the answer just by guess. So you need to tell me, your solution path, so I can, check which step is correct, which step is incorrect. All right, yeah, that's simple. All right, for quiz questions, usually I give you basic concept questions. Quiz questions are used to check the understanding of the class material, the notes, the presentation. Yeah. So basically, I create questions from our notes. Mainly check if you're familiar with the notes, if you understand the logic behind the concepts. Yeah. So I use the Canvas automatic grading tool to run the quiz. So I do not do the grading, yeah, but I enter the correct answers in the quiz tool. Yeah. After you complete it, after you submit it, you'll see the result immediately. Yeah. But you cannot see the, which one you missed. So you just see the final result, the total score. But you do not know which question you missed, which question correct. Yeah. Only when I open up the answers, you can see. Yeah. Because I need to wait until all the students submit it. Then I can open up. Yeah. Yeah. So you need to wait a few days. Then I open up the answers. Yeah. Okay. One thing that happened quite often before, just make you aware of it, do not submit by accident. Yeah, it happens a lot. So some students, they didn't complete it, but by accident, click the submit button, then it's gone, Yeah. In that situation, you just let me know. I try to find a solution for you. Okay, yeah. First, try to avoid that. If that happens, don't be panic. Yeah. So there is a solution. So basically, I send you screenshots of the questions. So you send me back the answers. Then I will do the manual grading. Okay? Still, you can get it back. All right, then you see total 6 quizzes will only take top 4 scores. So you can drop 2 lowest scores. Now, so after that, it should be pretty good. So, you know, you can see if you do not do well in 2 of the 6 quizzes, still you can control the damage. Yeah. All right. So that's the quiz thing. Next, programming projects. 2 programming projects. And next week, I will assign the first one. First one, to give you plenty of time. Yeah. Each project, I'll give you more than 4 weeks. More than 4 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. About 1 month. About 1 month. Yeah. Yeah. Even that, I accept a late submission. Yeah. Yeah. My goal, I want to encourage all of you complete programming projects. Yeah. Even late submission, better than nothing. Okay? Yeah. Do practice these 2 projects so you can learn a lot of things. Okay? Yeah. Don't miss that. All right? Yeah. All right. Right. So regarding the techniques used in the project, so I will, in my lectures, I will find time to explain some techniques. Yeah. And the programming languages, I expect 3 different programming languages: Java, Python, C, C++. Yeah. Java, Python, C++. Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Yeah. Tests. 2, midterm, final, 30%. Yeah. Dates I put here. Thursday, this classroom. Yeah. Midterm test, 1 class session, 75 minutes. 75 minutes. Final exam, 2 hours. 2 hours. Yeah. But for midterm, yeah. Because here I have 2 sections, another online. So here you do in the classroom, another group of students, they do online. Online, I cannot set strict time limit, right? I have to give them a few days. Yeah. So here, in order to try to level the ground, try to do it in a fair way for these 2 groups of students. So for the midterm, I may like to do in this way. So total questions still just like homework assignment, 25 questions. Yeah. But I split into 2 parts. 20 plus 5. 20 basic type, not too hard, 20 questions. Okay? Yeah. So you can complete. So you complete those 20 questions in 75 minutes here. For the 5 questions, relatively hard, you need more time, I post online. So when you go home, you can use more time to complete the remaining 5 relatively hard questions. In this way, I try to level the ground with the online students because they have more time, right? Otherwise, it's not fair. You need to complete in 75 minutes. They can use a few days, right? So here, because those 20 questions, very basic, you do not need that much time. Yeah. Even you have 2 more days, it does not help much, actually. Yeah. So 75 minutes should be enough. But those 5 questions, relatively hard, then you need more time. Okay. So in this way, so I try to, control, for these 2 classes, you are in a fair environment. Okay. Yeah. All right. Final. Yeah. So I can run the same way. I can run these the same way, but because you have 2 hours, you have more time. I give you 5 questions together with those 20 questions test paper to you. If you can solve in 2 hours, then you're done. Okay, you just forget about it. But if you need more time, when you go home, you can still work on the last 5 questions. I post last 5 questions as an optional assignment. You do not have to do it. But if you want to improve your score, grade, you can work on those 5 questions with a little more time. Yeah, final. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Any question? Just let me know. Yeah. All right. So that's, the last thing I want to explain, attendance, 2%. How do I do it? Yeah. Yeah. Because today, 5 students, 4, yeah. After you came in, 4 students. Yeah. So each class I need to check attendance. Yeah. Because it's very important. If you miss 1 or 2 lectures, you may miss a few questions in the homework assignment, quizzes, or exams. Okay, yeah. But here, to enforce, yeah, I try my best to get you here, but for some reason, some students, sometimes you cannot show up. Okay, that's normal. Yeah. But I give you a chance to get a full credit for attendance. Full credit, 2%. Okay, yeah, that's significant. Yeah. So I do this way. All right. First type of attendance, classroom attendance. Yeah, you're here. So classroom attendance. All right. Each one worth 2 points. Okay. Each one worth 2 points. And I calculate it based on weeks. Yeah. Each week, 2 classes. So each week you can earn 4 attendance points for classroom attendance, up to. Okay. All right. I also allow Zoom attendance, remote attendance. Yeah. Sometimes you may have some special reason, so you may like to just access the class through the Zoom meeting. Yeah. Yeah. That one, remote type, each one worth 1 point. 1 attendance point. Okay. Not as strong as classroom attendance. Okay. Yeah. But if you use the Zoom attendance, I give you a chance to get a full credit, full points back for that week. So that's the third type. Ask questions. Okay, all right. Each question worth 2 points. The question based on our notes, our class materials, notes. Okay, yeah. It should be related questions, so not garbage question. Okay, yeah. So here, if you have 2 room attendants, then you can ask just the 1 question for 2 classes. Because 1 week we have 2 classes. In order to reduce the pressure, yeah, if I ask questions, then you need to find a good question, right? Yeah, appropriate question. Yeah. So I only ask you to ask 1 question. You can earn 2 points. Adding up, you get 4 points. Okay. If you ask 2 questions, yeah, because you cannot earn more than 4 points, right? Yeah. You can ask more questions. Yeah. When you ask more questions, I will answer. Okay. I answer all your questions, and I can post your questions, answers for other students to study. Yeah. I encourage you to ask questions. Okay. Yeah. It's a good thing to ask questions. Yeah. But the problem is, here I use the discussion board, Canvas discussion board to run the question and answers. Everybody you can post questions. Yeah. Everyone. But my experience, yeah, I did this kind of thing twice before. Each time only 1 student asked question. So that's the reason here, in order to get a full attendance points, you need to ask questions. In that way, probably we can get more questions. Yeah. So that's my intention. Try to get more questions. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, nobody asks questions. That's not good. Okay. Yeah. I like you asking more questions. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, here 2 classes, I may merge questions from 2 classes. Yeah. Try to get a little more questions. All right. Yeah. So let me see. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So then I run the timeline for the assignments. Yeah. Here I put a specific dates for all our assignments, so you can get an idea. I try to follow this schedule plan as close as possible. Yeah. All right. All the weeks for this semester. Yeah. Here you see 17 weeks because we have 1 week for the Thanksgiving break and 1 week for the final. Other than those 2 weeks, we have regular semester 15 weeks. 15 weeks, in the 15 weeks, there is 1 fall break. Fall break. Starting October 19th, fall break. Then expand weekend. Yeah, so that's the fall break. So we will lose 1 class due to the fall break. Thursdays, October 19th, Thursday, that class, we will lose it. We won't have class. Okay, fall break. All right. First quiz this weekend. Okay, 2 classes today, Thursday, then. We couldn't finish module 1, but I like to start our first quiz. Okay, the first assignment. Yeah. Duration, yeah. The assignment here I will post on Friday. The deadline is next Sunday, so more than 1 week. Sunday of week 2. So you should have plenty of time. Yeah. 1 week plus another weekend, right? 1 week plus 1 weekend. Yeah, question. Online, yeah. Only online, yeah.
Only midterm and final.
Right, yeah. Midterm, final, import. Oh, you remind me, midterm and final, one thing I forgot to mention, it's also important. Because here I give you the concrete dates. You can make your plan earlier, but in case, for some of you, you feel those 2 test dates or one of the 2 days not convenient for you, then you can make appointment with our Test and Learning Center, the University Test and Learning Center. Make appointment with them. Okay, how to make appointment? Online. Online, there is a form. Okay, online form. You fill in the information. Yeah. So you choose a different date, different time slot. Okay, yeah. Then submit. But when you choose a different date, it should be after our test date. Okay, not before the test date, after the test date. Yeah. So then they will send me email. So then I will send them the PDF file of the test paper. So then you go there, Oh, another important difference. When you do tests here in this classroom, I allow you to use your notes, open book, open notes. And for the notes, I allow you to use your laptop to access electronic. Okay, you don't need to print out. Otherwise, you print a lot of, pages. Yeah, you do not need to do that. Okay, I allow you to use laptop, electronic devices to access the notes. Okay, but restriction, you cannot use search engine to find the answers. That's the only restriction. Okay, yeah. Do not use search engines to find the answers. All right, yeah. But for those students, if you make appointments with the Test and Learning Center, you're not allowed to use your own computers. Okay, you're not allowed to use your own computers, but you can use university stations. Yeah, because they install the monitoring software on the machine. Yeah. So, but you can use their computers to access our class notes, all our class materials. Okay. Yeah. Assignments, answers, everything we used in this class. Yeah. You can access. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I may miss some important points. So if you ask me some questions, it could remind me. Yeah. So I can get it back. Yeah. Those points. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's continue. Yeah. Then the second assignment in week number 2, our first programming assignment, because at that time we just complete the material that we need to use for this project assignment. Yeah. All right. After 3 lectures, so we can start our first programming assignment, week number 2. Then I give you more than 4 weeks, about one month to complete it. Yeah, it should be enough. Okay, it should be enough. Yeah. All right. Then quiz number 2, week 3, the end of the week 3, you get a quiz number 2. Okay, yeah. Then week number 5, homework assignment, big assignment. Yeah. Because at that time, we covered a lot of materials, so we need to do a big assignment. Okay. big assignment, usually it contains several challenging questions. Yeah. So here you can see, I give you 2 weeks. Yeah. The span, yeah, about 2 weeks. Okay. Yeah. Plenty of time. Yeah. All right. Then after that, yeah, quiz number 3, also some overlap. Yeah. Some assignment, we may need some overlap. Okay. Yeah. All right. Then, this point, project 1 due. So you can see more than 5 weeks, right? Yeah, more than 5 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, you can see, yeah, plenty of time. Yeah. All right. Then, next week, week number 8, I need to give you project number 2. Okay, project number 2. All right. Then, because at that time, we're near the midterm, right? We're near the midterm. So we need to do review for the midterm. All right, yeah. So also another quiz, yeah. Then the midterm will be given after the fall break. Yeah. We will do review before the fall break. We do review before the fall break. Okay, so you can study, prepare midterm. So then after the fall break, yeah, Thursday of week number 10, we will do the midterm. Okay, yeah, all right. Then quiz number 5, week number 11. All right, yeah. Then week 12, the end of week 12, our second big assignment, homework assignment number 2, another big assignment. Okay, yeah, before the Thanksgiving break. Yeah, all right. And project 2 due, you can see for project 2, yeah, because we already have more than 5 weeks for the project 2. Yeah, so the project 2 due before the Thanksgiving break. Yeah, before Thanksgiving break. Okay, all right. Then homework assignment 2 due after Thanksgiving break, week number 15. Okay, yeah. Right. Then you have the last quiz number 6, before our final week, last assignment. Yeah, and then final. So that's the, timeline. Yeah. I should follow this one, 90-something%. Okay, yeah. If not 100%, 90-something%. Yeah, try my best to follow. Okay, yeah. All right, any question about, everything we need to do? So you can see a lot of work, not easy. You need to follow closely. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and all right. Yeah. Any question, just let me know. Well, your question. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. In general, I try to be a little more flexible. Yeah. So for the homework assignment, yeah. Usually I give 1 day grace period. Okay, 1 day grace period. So if you pass the deadline within 1 day, no penalty. Okay, no penalty. All right. Yeah, but more than 1 day, so then I need to take some penalty points, but not too many. Okay, not too many. Yeah, yeah. And after I post the answer, then I won't accept. Okay, I won't accept the submission after I post the answers. So usually not many days. Okay, yeah. At the most 3 or 4 days, I need to post the answers. Okay, yeah. So, but if you need more time, just let me know. Yeah, let me know. I try my best. Yeah. But usually 1 day grace period should be enough for most of you. Yeah, in case. So you have some other important assignment you need to complete at that time. Yeah, so you can use that 1 day grace period. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah, so we've finished the syllabus explanation. Yeah. All right. Next, let me see. Yeah. Yeah, we have about 30 minutes. Yeah. So let's do 2 questions. Yeah, problem solving questions. Yeah. Here I want to, using these 2 examples, so you get some ideas, basic ideas on what type of problem solving we need to do for this class. Okay, yeah, I will post this notes after this class. Yeah. After that, after this class, later in future, I will post my PowerPoint slides before the class. Okay, before the class. If you want to see, what materials I will cover, so you can look at it. Yeah. All right. First question. Yeah, let's look at this question. Can you add all the numbers on the unseen sides? Yeah. Read the question carefully. Unseen sides. The visible sides, the dots on the visible sides, counting those dots too easy, right? Yeah. I do not ask that part. I want to ask you to count those unseen, invisible dots. All the invisible dots, yeah, of the 6 dices. Okay? Yeah. How to do that? It's not hard how to do that. So we try to, think about, yeah. So for this question, we try to look at the typical procedure, the thinking procedure we need to use in problem solving for this class. Yeah. If any of you has some idea, yeah.
Any numbers on one die?
Yeah.
Multiplied by the number of dice and subtract by the visible ones.
Great. Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. So, got it? Other students got the idea? Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good. All right. So let me explain his method step by step. First, how many dots on one die? Let's count it. The number of dots on one die, because it's a fixed number, right? It never changes. So that part is easy. Okay. So the step 1, count the number of dots on one die or dice. Yeah, because this one, 2 ways, right? Yeah, die or dice. Yeah. All right, 1 dice. Okay. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. 21. Right? Yeah. 21. Yeah, because you can group in pairs 1 and 6, 2 and 5, 3 and 4. You group them in 3 pairs. The sum of each pair, 7. 3 times 7, 21. First step. Second, calculate total number of dots, total number on 6 dices. Total number of dots on 6 dices. All right, just 21 times 6. This number. All right, yeah. Step 3, count total number of visible dots. Okay, yeah. Now you need to do the, counting one by one. The first dice, visible 6. Second one, visible dots 5. Third one, visible dots 6. 9, right? 3 plus 6, 9. 6, 8, right? What's the total? Yeah. 6, you have 3, 5, 9 plus 8. Okay, yeah. 18, 17. What's total? 40, 40, yeah, 40, right? Yeah. 40. All right, yeah. The last step, invisible dots. Okay, yeah. 126 minus 40. 86. Yeah. Yeah. That's the complete solution. Yeah. So here, let's look at the whole picture of the solution. What can we learn from this example? There is a critical step, right? Among these 4 steps, which step do you think is the most important? Oh, which part? Yeah. Probably not necessarily which step, not clearly which step. So which idea is the most important?
I think knowing the total amount of then you can use dots that you know.
Total, that's not the most important. The most important thing. So here we need to find the most important property. Here we use some property. Can you see what's the main property you are using here? The main property. There is some property. Critical property. Can you see that? Some critical property.
All dice are assumed to have the same basis.
Yes. Pretty close.
Important to know how many dots are on one dice.
That's not critical. Yeah, that's useful, but not as critical as raising hand.
Is it the number of visible dots that we can see? Because if we couldn't count the dots that we see, we couldn't count the invisible dots.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, but your description not hit right spot still. Yeah. So you touch part of it, yeah. But the critical property, so usually we call it insight. Insight. We need to get insight. here, usually what's the insight? Insight refers to some critical property. If you discover, you need to discover. Usually, it is not easy to discover the insight. It's the hardest part. So when you discover some critical property, you get the insight. Then you build your solution around that insight, critical property. Here, let me describe it. So here, several of you, your description, just very close to it, but you're still not hitting the right point. Still. All right. Here, we talk about property. What is the relationship between visible dots and invisible dots? That relationship. Is there some relationship? Visible dots, invisible dots. What's the relationship?
That the total dots.
Yes, total
minus
dots. Yes, minus. So that complementary relationship, right? Yeah. That relationship is the insight, critical property. Complementary. Okay? Yeah. Can you discover that property? Yeah. That's the insight. Insight. Okay? Yeah. Here. So emphasize insight. Okay? So you need to discover some critical property. Sometimes maybe properties, right? Yeah. Property or properties, sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. So here, let you know, you get some idea here. Okay, all right. All right, so here we finished the first example. Yeah. But before we move to the second example, okay, yeah. Can you imagine here? Because sometimes we need to use our brain to do imagination. Okay? Here, nobody can see the invisible sides, right? Nobody can see invisible sides. Yeah. But can you imagine so here we have a stack of dice, right? Stack of dice. Can you imagine you can turn that stack of dice, then some of the invisible sides will become visible sides, right? Can you imagine that? But it's hard, right? It's hard. It's hard. How to predict? How to predict after you turn that stack of dice? Can you still count the number of dots? Because some of the faces become visible. If we treat those dots visible, then if I ask you to count invisible dots, it will be much harder, right? It will be much harder. Okay? Yeah, this time it will be, because you may feel your imagination may not be enough. It's hard for me to imagine that. It's hard for me to imagine those invisible sides. Yeah. Yeah. But here there is another, at this time, another important condition. Another important condition. Here, I do not ask you answer because I do not know the answer myself. But it's a good question to think about. Good question to think about. If you are interested, you can think about this question. Okay? Yeah. But there is another factor. In order to answer this question, there is another factor. For a dice, everybody has experience playing dice. Everybody have experience. Have you noticed a dice has orientation? Anyone? You know the dice has some orientation? You have, yeah, not just that, orientation. Yeah, opposite side, yeah. You know, how many different types of dices? Do you know that? How many? Yeah, based on orientation, two different orientations. Yeah, yeah. Here, let's do not do too much from there. You can search Wikipedia. Yeah, so there is a diagram drawing two different orientations. Wikipedia, okay? Yeah. So the answer rely on which orientation you use. Yeah, if you use different orientation, the answer could be different. Okay, yeah, yeah. All right, so let's stop right here. Yeah. Stop, yeah, discussion of this example, yeah, right here. Yeah. If you're interested, then you can, you know, treat it as a puzzle. Yeah. Solve for fun. Yeah. Yeah. For this class, it's enough for us. We have enough discussion here. Yeah. All right. Next question. Chessboard question. We have a standard 8x8 chessboard here. Dark squares, white squares, like this. Yeah. Here I ask you count how many squares of different sizes can you find along the grid of the chessboard? Yeah. Because you may have different sizes of square. There is one square here, right? Another square you can find like this. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Can you count all the possible squares of different sizes in a standard chessboard?
Oh, just 8?
Only 8?
Oh, no.
No?
Never mind. You can't.
Yeah. First, all right, the smallest square size, 1 by 1. 1 by 1, smallest already 64, right? Yeah. Squares of different sizes. Try to find the rule. Is there some rule you can use here?
We want to find the number of squares that are 1 by 1, then 2 by 2, then 3 by 3, then 4 by 4, up to 8 by 8.
Exactly, yeah. You want to say something?
Would it be the total number of 1 by 1 squares divided by whatever x I one is 64. And if you're going to divide 2 squares,
How many 2 by 2 squares? Think about that. Only 2 by 2 squares. Good. 7 square, 49. 2 by 2 squares. How many 3 by 3 squares?
36.
Yes. Yes. That's the rule. That's the rule. All right. Yeah. So, let me do it here. Yeah. Based on the sizes. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Here. All right, yeah. Sizes here, 1 by 1, 8 squared. 2 by 2, all right. How to see 7 squared? Yeah, 2 by 2, look at horizontally, how many 2 by 2? Okay, horizontal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so, yeah, by accident. Yeah. 6, 7. Yeah. 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 Actually, yeah, because horizontal 2, the end of 2 is here. You look at the end of that size 2. So next time the end is 3, the end of the, the side, 4, 5. But the first one is not counted, right? So you only count 7. So horizontal 7, vertical 7, 7 squared. Okay, yeah. 3 by 3, let's look at 3 by 3. 3 by 3, the first 3 by 3 is this. The end of that, this square number 3. Okay, you just look at the end of that size number, all these, but you do not count the first one, second. Okay, so you count the 6, horizontal 6, vertical also 6 squares. Yeah. After you do first 3, can you see the rules? You can see the rules, right? Think about if you have k by k here, what is the number of square here? Can you get a formula? Number of square, 9 minus k square. Is that 9 minus k square? Not 8, right? See, a square, size 1, 1 by 1. See? All right. Take the sum. Take the sum. Size and also the base of that square, base number of that square. Look at the sum. What's that sum? The sum equals 9, right? The sum always fixed. The sum is always fixed, always 9. Okay, so k by k here, 9 minus k squared, and so on. All right, the last one, a by a. The square, 1 square. Okay, yeah. So then what's the total? Total number of square, 1 square plus 2 square plus dot 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 plus a squared. That's the solution. Then let's look at this whole solution. We need to learn some useful things from this solution. Can you say something? Can anyone say? So from this example, what we can learn from this example, can you say something about that? No. Something useful, some useful principles we can learn from this example. Then we can use for other questions. Okay, we want to learn something. Can anyone say something? What kind of thing you can learn from this example? Good.
We really only do one thing and we just iterate through it multiple times. Is that? The fact that we only did one thing and then go through it.
Yeah, yeah. That's all right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I understand your, yeah. So yeah, for each size, yeah. So what do you mean? Yeah. For each size, we try to find the answer for a typical case. Yeah. Typical case, K by K. That's a typical case. Can you get the number of squares of size K by K, typical case? So then you generalize to all the cases. Yeah. So that's some useful thing. Yeah, we can learn. That's something useful thing. All right. Another thing, yeah, because another thing you may not realize here. Let me summarize that useful thing for you here. All right. Given the standard chessboard. All right. So all the information on this standard chessboard. That's our data. That's our data. We treat that information as our data. Okay, yeah. For our computer science students, we typically process data, right? When we do problem solving, we process data. We manipulate data. Here, the standard chessboard, that's our data, the given data. Here, we need to process this data to get a solution. Yeah. So there, from this example, you can see we characterize our data. The data given in many different categories, right? So we treat each size as one category. How about that? Squares, 1 by 1 size. So we put in one category. 2 by 2 size, we put in another category. 3 by 3, another category. So we classify, we characterize all the data in different categories. Can you see that? This step we call organize our data. We organize our data. If we do not do that organizing step, it's messy, right? It's random. The data is random. It's not organized. Here you can imagine, in order to solve the problem, sometimes we need to organize our data. If you can organize your data in the right way, then you can find a better, faster solution. Like this example. You organize your data. Okay? Yeah. So that's an important point. Organize the data. Okay? Yeah. Later, when we learn the way we organize data, we need to use data structures to organize our data. We need to use various data structures to organize our data. Otherwise, it would be hard. If you do not organize your data in the right way, it would be very hard, very messy, right? Yeah. So you can see from this simple example. Okay. All right. So our first class, let's stop.